I don't know if you guys want me selling
No.
Taylor Swift aprons on.
No.
Oh, Brandon loves that. He loves aprons.
Shane sold his Star Wars aprons on there.
No.
Yeah.
Sell whatever you want on there.
Yeah. I give you permission to sell whatever you want.
No.
I do too.
No one wants to see Taylor Swift on there.
I'm telling you, if you're selling a Taylor Swift apron, I will buy one.
Welcome to a very special episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Happy New Year to all of our viewers and our listeners on the podcast apps. Thank you for following along with us all year long. If you're just finding us now, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, give this video a like, and let us know what you thought of the show in the comments below. We have episodes twice a week. We do our wins and whiffs in the middle of the week, and then, of course, every Sunday we have our podcast that's topic-based. We come up with some new topics about the toy collecting hobby, new series and movies that are out, as well as pop culture in general, things that are around some of the franchises that we like. We like to have a lot of fun and just chat and give each other a hard time, so please hang out with us, have some laughs, and we're looking forward to a fun 2024. Let's bring the boys in now. Chris W. is in the basement. Hello. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Did that baby come yet, or are we keeping that a secret for now?
The baby's here.
Okay.
Congratulations. Thank you. He fell right out, so he's doing good.
He had an easy path to this world.
The house is chaos, and it's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you expected that, but now it's slapping you in the face.
Slapping, literally.
Slapping right in the face. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy for you guys. Charlie Beansacks is your brother that lives nearby. Is that correct?
That's correct. 7 minutes away.
There he is. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Shane.
He looks like from the Conehead movie.
He has no hair, just a cone on his head. I was going to say the same. Oh, that's great. John Walden is celebrating down at the vault. What's up, John? Happy New Year.
Another 13-hour day today.
Oh, God. Here we go. All right. Well, you made it for the festivities. Redacted Dewback. Are we done with that joke?
What a stupid name.
It's like 5 months ago now. All right. Brandon Alamo is here. Happy New Year, Stormy. Yeah.
First,
Happy New Year.
you were looking for a Christmas face or hat, and you found Boba Fett. Now it's New Year's, and you just grab a random Stormtrooper helmet. Can you follow the trend here? It's New Year's. Get a New Year's hat.
Happy New Year. This isn't the New Year you're looking for.
Let's take it over again.
Let's hope it is.
All right. Well, Happy New Year's to everyone out there. We had our Christmas episode last week. If you haven't seen that yet, check that out.
I'm sharing one of my Christmas gifts.
Oh.
Why does Brandon have so many masks anyway in his garage?
He's so angry.
Like a ridiculous amount.
He
So
goes
many
to
masks.
every
Wait till you see the photos.
convention and doesn't dress up. He's not one of those, cosplayers. And he comes home and he does nothing but dress up.
Brandon should have his own store online too. Sell all that garbage he has.
That's called a yard sale, Chris.
Is that a Dawn Post Stormtrooper helmet?
No, it's a Black Series.
Oh, Black Series.
Yeah, those are nice.
I don't know. Buddy just had 3 of them. He gave them to me.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Those are like
Merry Christmas.
$80, $90 when they come out, right?
Like 100?
100, yeah. All right, cool. So,
What, do you open up a Kit Kat? What are you doing?
Christmas tree cake.
leftover.
My God. Dude,
wait,
wrong
hold on.
episode.
Hold on.
You're all over the map.
Let's get him in there. We're going to see.
Oh,
Why didn't you eat this on last week's episode?
he's all over the map.
Because I had to buy them on clearance.
So
49
I still
cents.
remember when I was eating that, you feel the sugar.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Like sandy, all the granules.
Yeah, it's
are
so
going
sandy.
all over your mouth. It's
How do you say that? All the granules?
sandy
Granules.
Hey, and we're still sick.
Shane's still eating cookies.
And
How many
Seattle's
cookies did he eat?
and Seattle's still not a state.
And Chris is still wearing the same clothes. And John's still disgruntled after 13 hours of work on New Year's Day.
Hey, at least I changed my shirt. All right. Well,
I didn't have the opportunity to because I came here straight from 13-hour shift.
There you go.
just take that hoodie off. And
13 hours. Oh my God, 13 hours, 13 hours, 13 hours, 13 hours.
whatever you guys described for those 13-hour days that you and John has, I do every single one of those things except leave my house. So I'm trapped here doing those things, and you're out in the world doing those things.
My
You're not doing the
13-hour
things
day.
that I'm doing.
Yeah, my 13-hour day is not John's 13-hour day.
No,
I see what John does for 13 hours.
Shane, you lit a house on fire today by installing a generator.
a whole home generator.
That's
No,
what you
what
did
I'm-
today?
What
On
I'm
your
saying
house?
is I work 13 hours multiple days a week, and like the not seeing the family and stuff. I'm in the house, but they're downstairs like having a good time, and I'm up here
Shane
working.
sits in front of the computer in his bed with his underwear on.
Here's Shane for 5 seconds.
On Microsoft Paint.
Here's John.
John spends 13 hours a day cursing at millennials.
He's yelling at some other guy while he's hammering something. He's hammering when he's doing electric. Like, it doesn't fit. But
The only guy I know
Throwing his
uses
Red Bull all
uses
over
a
the wires.
circular saw to install electrical wiring. All right. Well,
Everything's
I think
smart.
anybody who's checking in on a show for the first or second time is now aware that this is a bunch of nonsense. But throughout the year, we do get into collectibles, Star Wars, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, superpowers, Lego. Don't say Legos, Chris.
Huge Lego.
Yeah, Lego.
Huge.
Brandon is a huge Super 7, Aliens. What have you been into lately? Something different than Aliens.
Everything.
Well, Batman. He loves Batman, but
Everything.
what was he
Long
getting
time ago.
recently? He was getting something new
Aliens?
recently.
Pogs and Slammers.
Hogs.
Maybe, but I thought you had something after Aliens. Like you got something else going on. There's Batman. All right, so you could see that we go across a lot of modern toy lines, a lot of vintage. We focus on vintage. So please come on and hang out with us this year. Go back and watch. I don't know. We've got 100 million episodes now, so go back and check out some of those.
100
Guys,
million episodes.
I don't know. What are we up to, John? You keep track of this nonsense.
About 180.
Really? 180? Oh, with the wins and whiffs, you mean?
Hang on. Let me look.
It's a lot. My daughter always asks me, like every month she asks me how many episodes we have.
it's more than 180.
I think so.
I think he means 180 regular shows.
Yeah, because we're up to number 60 something just wins and whiffs alone.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
garbage.
we're up to at the point of this recording, we're on episode 117, and
That's what I thought. Yeah.
episode 75 comes out tomorrow
Oh, really?
of Wins and Whiffs.
So, John, this is what we need to do for the early new year is we need to like add up a couple of our live episodes that didn't get numbered, and then the ones you just said. We
Yeah,
got to
John,
be getting
you gotta
close
go
to
back.
200.
You got to go back.
So
and do it.
John, after you work the 13-hour day,
I said
you
we
eat the soda from Weagle's, and
from
you don't-
noontime.
you don't
From lunch.
you don't actually eat any dinner. I need you to add up all the episodes that
Haven't had
aren't
dinner yet,
numbered,
no.
and
And it's
Josh, do me a favor.
11:15.
send me an email when you're done
Oh.
with it.
Oh wait, but I have to edit episodes too. Oh, never mind. I'll just pile it on.
We have to be getting close to 200 episodes, so we're going to have to acknowledge that. That's a lot.
Oh, we're over
200
200.
total.
I don't. 117 and 70 something.
With the live shows and everything?
I guess live shows too that we don't know.
192 total, yeah.
Yeah. We're not I don't think we're at 200, but we're very close.
When do you get a chance, Sean?
When you get a chance, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Anything exciting you want to share on the show? Any collectibles for Christmas? Wrap up that. I mean, anything you want to talk about? We're done. We're done here. We can sign off.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're in our 40s. We don't, and John's in his 60s. Sorry.
Hey,
we don't do anything for New Year's.
I know. No way.
I do the same thing. We've popped out babies the last 4 years in a row. So our New Year's are just obviously are nothing because even if the baby is not a month or two old, he's only 1 year old. So he goes to bed like early. And now we just had another baby. So like we're not doing anything, but I still watch the Twilight Zone marathon every single New Year's. And Charles knows that I've been watching it for the last, I don't even know, 30 years since I was a kid because my mother.
How do you remember that? You can't remember stuff when you're a kid.
Well, I was 10 years old, Shane, at the time. I remember
10. You can't remember when you're 10.
Chris.
Shane, minus 30 years from how old he is. He remembers.
Chris,
Shane,
get ready because
you were saying when you were 3, you remember.
No, 7, I said. In the last
episode. Yeah. Not the original. The original Shane thought you were about 4.
No.
3.5.
Well, it was.
He remembers watching A New Hope in 1977.
I was like 2 months away from being 5. You can remember stuff when you're 5.
You're 4. Guy, you were 4. My God.
I sent you the article, the scientific study paper that said you can remember stuff when you're 2.5.
I erased it.
I hope you did. Don't waste your time with that crap.
New Year's, I'm almost never at home.
Really?
Maybe I stayed home one New Year's, but
is that like
I always go out?
Is that like friends that you've had for a while, or like other parents that you know in town now? Like how's that go?
Yeah, we just go to someone else's house, a friend or whatever. But we're almost never home. I would rather stay home if it was my choice.
Oh.
Does anybody else watch Twilight Zone?
No,
I did a bit when I was younger, but I would love to sit down and watch them because there was some service I had that had them at one point, and I like saved them, and I never got around to watching them. But I do remember a bunch of episodes. I like the show. Yeah.
Everybody always wants to put Dick Clark on TV, so we just watch that.
No.
Now it's
he's been dead for 5 years.
It's been Ryan Seacrest for like 15 years.
Whatever. We watch Dick Clark drop his balls every year. It's terrible.
His Swarovski crystal balls.
That's after dark, Brandon.
You just want to see Dick, Brandon. That's
Clark. Did anybody pick up on the fact that Chris has so many kids now he lost count of how many they actually are? He said he had children 4 years in a row, but he only has 3 kids.
He said he had kids 3 years in a row, but they're not 1 year apart. So.
He said 4 years.
He said 4 years in a row.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I don't think I've actually said that we had kids 4 years in a row.
You said
I think he said 3. But.
John, rewind that part and put it in.
I would put $10,000 that he said 4.
100%.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Does your wife know that you have 4 kids?
Yeah.
Correct.
He said he's had kids 3 years in a row. That's what I heard him.
No, he said he's been busy the last 4 years in a row because of kids.
They pop out a kid every year.
He says he's been popping kids out the last 4 years in a row.
2019, 2021, 2023.
Oh, he's doing the whole like skip the year and I got a 1 year old thing. I got you, Chris. All right.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I got you.
Get ready because you will never have another New Year's like you used to have before.
I go out every year still. I have 3 kids. I go out all the time.
I don't ever want to go out for New Year's.
I don't want to go out either
and see nobody.
It's awful. Why do you go out, Charles? I hate it.
I go to like a friend's house.
Oh, I guess I'm antisocial.
Brandon is always out, and he says, "Why do you want to go out? I hate it." He's never home.
He's never home.
He's
Never
always
home.
drinking somewhere and having tacos, and he says he doesn't want to go out.
People drag me out.
Yeah, right.
Drag you. Something tells me it doesn't take a lot to drag Brandon out.
Yeah, you just like wave your finger, and he comes flying down the street.
So your New Year's resolution should be you're going to stay home more for the year. That's what it should be.
Unless there's a con.
Right, of course.
Who goes to cons like every week? It's unreal.
I've been 3 weeks in a row.
I can't even name a con.
SantaCon.
SantaCon. I'm going to that one. You guys better get ready. You better. I better see you guys there.
We should go to the New York con next year.
I know. I know
I've
Charles
never
will go
been.
with me. I know Charles will go to SantaCon with me, and I gotta drag Chris out.
I'm not stepping a foot into New York City.
What about the Toy Con? Like where they reveal the new stuff. Would you like that?
Is it in New York City?
I think it's Jacob Javits, yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of big ones, but there's the Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and then there's the Toy Con where they reveal, and that's like the one for the the country, like that's where Hasbro and
It's like the big
everything.
toy convention, right?
Yeah, that's where they
Like
reveal
the one where
the
Kenner
new
used to
stuff for the year.
release all their toys, and everybody would go look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brandon this morning. He actually told me the Vault Con is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
The Vault Con. Oh.
It's in the Chattanooga suburbs. Yeah,
It's in the Fort Oglethorpe.
Fort Oglethorpe.
Do any of you guys do like dinners with like your friends or like your wife's friends, like a couples type thing, or
like a dinner party or out at a restaurant?
like a dinner party, like out at a
Like a
restaurant?
New Year's Eve dinner party?
I would like
Yep.
to do that. We don't, but I would like to.
We've done that a couple times.
I mean,
I don't have
not,
any friends.
not necessarily for New Year's Eve, just in general for the holidays.
No, I don't, but I did think about, we were doing something very small for Thanksgiving this year, and I did think about that goofy name, Friendsgiving or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, just to make an excuse for a dinner party, have like 3 or 4 other couples over, that'd be fun.
We're
But
doing
it's-
a holiday
it's a
thing
lot
on
of work.
Sunday.
That's how Grayson broke his leg on the trampoline. Was
Oh,
she was
God.
at her friend's house for a Friendsgiving. But so
Where were
every
you?
no husbands were allowed. It was
You're
just
at home in the basement?
I was home in the basement. So every year during Christmas time, it's like a little after Christmas, the week before Thanksgiving, before New Year's, my wife and all of her friends, they always do a dinner. And this has been going on every year since, I've been dating her. And this year they picked a restaurant and it was like 5 minutes from the house. So I was like super happy about it. But I had heard from somebody that if you ever go Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night, after like 9 o'clock, a DJ comes on and like basically turns into a club.
Uh-oh.
And they start shooing you away from your table, like, try to wrap you up. Yeah.
So this year we go. My wife is already like a week away from giving birth. I don't know why we're going to this place. No one really mentioned how bad it was. So there's like a dance floor next to the bar on the main floor where everyone kind of like dances. Our table was on the dance floor, so my back was facing them.
Oh.
I got hit 100 times in my back. I got multiple drinks spilled on me, down my back, on my jacket. You can even ask Charles, because this was like an argument with my wife just the other day at his house. During dinner, I just took my jacket and I walked out and I left. I didn't say bye to anybody. I left. I was so pissed off, I was ready to punch everybody in the face. Because there was like 14 of us. It was 7 couples. Me and the guy next to us, we were getting hit every single time. But he was so drunk and he was wasted that he didn't care. But like he had drink spilled all over him, like in his hair. It was like disgusting. And I'm talking about like I'm sitting here
And
with
he's like, so you sell Star Wars toys?
And I'm sitting here. I'm like with my wife. The music is blasting because we're literally on the dance floor. It's like right here, and I'm like, "What are we doing here?" And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more it just pissed me off. I literally just stood up, took the jacket, and I walked outside. I texted her. I said, "I'll be in the car. Let me know when you're ready." And I was done.
Thankies.
Pretty much. We ended up getting into a huge fight that night because she was like, "You have to come back in here. You're embarrassing this." I says, "I am not stepping 1 foot in there." I refused. I was so pissed off.
Drove straight to the basement.
Being in New Jersey, the other side of the city from you, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can picture what it looks like because they do that in places.
Shane was there. Shane was spilling drinks on you.
It was not fun.
You know where they do that? They do that a lot in Hoboken. Like you go there for dinner. You're sitting down for a nice, steak dinner, and all of a sudden they start moving tables out of the way, and you're like, "Oh, what is this?" And they're like, trying to finish your table up so that they can pick up the table and move it. But it's funny. I'm thinking of people like around the country who are watching this, like, Todd A and Kyle B. They're like in Omaha.
Yeah,
they
don't.
They have no idea what you're talking about.
Like picture sitting here in this chair right here.
Yeah.
And there's 50 people behind me and everyone's dancing, doing this.
Yeah.
And there's drinks just spilling on my head and down my shirt while I'm sitting here trying to eat like a steak dinner.
Right.
And there's a DJ right there. Music is blasting, so you can't even talk to anybody next to you. Like there's no talking.
Dinner's ruined at that point.
Here's the same scene. It's Todd B. He's sitting next to Kyle. He's at
They're an American Legion.
They're in the local
for a beefsteak.
American Legion. Things are popping all over the place. There's at least 7 people on the dance floor.
It's steak and gravy night.
If you counted how many teeth they have, you wouldn't get over 20. And they're just spilling drinks on them. And then you have Kyle just stands up and he's like, "You know what?
I'm done."
Thankies.
You told me there was going to be bingo.
Well, the funny thing is, Chris, is you get the worst of it because in Omaha, they don't fist pump in Omaha. They're not shaking their drinks quite the same way. So you got the worst of it.
Yeah, they're doing the electric slide.
Yeah, line dancing they're doing.
So
all right.
I've never heard of this restaurant before. I've never heard of sitting and eating while a club is going on. Never heard of it.
I don't want to.
Absolutely nuts.
I don't want to name the place, obviously, and give it a bad rep or whatever. But yeah, like when I mean to tell you that like the table was on the dance floor, it's like our table was on the dance floor. It was so ridiculous.
How many people from Long Island actually watch this show?
Hold on.
A few.
462. 462. Very big on Long Island.
It's in Merrick, Long Island. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I was at a restaurant in like Central Jersey 2 months ago. It was just a guy's night out steakhouse, and we were in one of those giant round booths, and then one more guy showed up, and it was like, can't squeeze any more people in here. So they were nice enough to move us over to a bigger table that had opened up, kind of in between appetizers and dinner. And the waitress was nice enough to say, like, "I'm just going to let you know, like, sit over here because they're going to start clearing all of those tables on the other side of you in like 15 minutes." And we're like, "Oh God." But there was like a dividing, but like there was like, you could tell it was 2 different rooms, a big open space, but we could tell we weren't going to be in the middle of the dance floor. Like it was like the next room over next to us was going to get cleared. Same thing. People are slopping drinks all over. We're just getting our entrees and a DJ starts. And we're like, what the hell? Like we had no idea it was going to turn into that. But that's like a normal thing around here in some of these places.
Well, that's almost like being at one of Drew's shows and I'm with friends, or like Jennifer and Owen came. Owen's Jennifer's son. Owen came to a show one time. The song started up. I was like, "We're gonna have to move away from where we're standing right now."
Yeah, you're a little too close to the stage.
Everyone's complaining. Everyone's like, "You're so old, Chris. You're so old. Like we used to do this all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, we used to do this all the time." But like when your wife is due to have a baby, I'm not in going out club mode. I'm like in baby mode. I just wanted to go out for like a nice dinner and like talk to like my friends. That's kind of the mode I was in.
Yeah.
And then that happened. It pissed me off.
Yeah. All right. How was your last dinner out, John?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember
What year was it in?
Was that Del Taco or what do you have across the street? What's that one? Not Taco Bell.
There's a Del Taco down the street. Yes.
Yeah. See, look at me. All right.
What was the last dinner that I ate out? Where we ate out? It's been a minute since we've had the store open. It's been all store all the time.
God.
The only time we ate out this past year, like actually go to sit down somewhere, was we ate at oh gosh, what's the name of that restaurant?
Chili's.
No.
Charlie Brown's.
Weagles.
No.
John's Pub.
No.
Weigels.
No.
Weeples.
No.
Applebee's.
Purple Liberal.
Steak and Shake.
Skyline Chili
Oh yeah.
We were close.
in Kentucky.
We were really close.
So
I wouldn't even
close.
qualify. I wouldn't even qualify
Damn
that
right.
as a restaurant.
You're
you know,
so
but-
close.
I think it's the last time we.
John, the
Yeah.
last time you ate out was Cracker Barrel outside of Nashville,
Well, that's
Tennessee.
true. Yeah, that's probably true.
For breakfast.
Yep.
All right, let's
Back in May.
let's turn to this topic, and I think we're going to start to wrap up our New Year's special here. What do you guys see for the collector hobby in the near future here? We're flipping the calendar. It's 2024. Things have been, the prices have been dropping on vintage Star Wars for a bit now. Things are popping, Charles says, in Lego and some other toy lines. What do you guys see for some of the lines that you're aware of? Continue to go down?
It's declining with superpowers as well. I think all the classic vintage stuff, people are losing interest again because they don't have a lot of time on their hands like they did during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's necessarily a matter of money anymore because people are working again. Unemployment is way, way down, right?
It is.
There's still people not working.
Do what?
Still plenty of people not working.
Yeah,
There's still plenty
Brandon's
of
one
people
of
not
them.
working, but most of those that are like Shane or no, I'm just kidding. But most of those are not collecting toys and stuff. But I think people are changing their focus to like we talked about this before. Nobody's army building anymore.
No.
No.
They're just like every once in a while if they see a piece they don't have for their collection, they're saving up for that.
You see a lot more people commenting and saying, "Oh, why does this have to go up when I'm done for the month or when I'm on a budget, for the rest of the whatever."
Because there's no more handouts from the government. People are forced to go back to work. Yeah. The economy is what it is currently. The world environment is not good currently.
It's in turmoil.
And people start to see, stuff going on. Not to get off on a tangent here, but stuff going on in other countries. Stuff that U.S. is involved in, and people would rather put their money in other things for investment purposes. Obviously, if you have the money to spend on investments, you're going to keep, or spend on toys, you're going to keep doing that. But other people who didn't have all that money, but they had some during COVID to spend on toys, they're not buying so much anymore. They're probably just selling their stuff off. But if you're, still collecting and you still have that money to set aside to collect, you're obviously still going to go do that stuff. So especially for the pieces that you don't have that are a little rarer out there. So I see people still spending money on that kind of stuff. Maybe not as much. I mean, you can see it on all the sales pages, stuff that sits there for a while, and if people, finally want to buy it, they'll buy it. But, a lot of it has to do with stuff going on in the world right now. And people are just a little uncomfortable putting their money into plastic and would rather, I got a buddy of mine that used to spend tons of money on all sorts of stuff. And now he's buying stockpiling all sorts of stuff in his house, waiting for the world to end. So
silver, gold, stuff like that.
bullets, guns, shovels, RVs, you name it. The guy is like, I mean, I got a new RV and it's full of guns. I'm like, great, dude. Thanks.
A lot of the serious toy collectors, like even if they were collecting Star Wars, they might not be collecting Star Wars anymore, but they're still collecting like another hobby. So it's like I know a lot of people who switched over to G.I. Joe or Turtles or just getting in multiple lines. So like they're still spending money. It's just not exactly on Star Wars.
Because they already have all of it, or they just sold it all and want to move on to a different thing.
Yeah, or they're over it.
Yeah. Well, I wonder the people that are really, really focused on some of the modern lines that are out there. I wonder if they see as many people in those groups still buying at the not at the volume of the height, but Hasbro's still releasing figures at a regular clip. If you're one of those people that collect the line, if you're a completionist, you got to spend to keep up with that. Otherwise, it gets to the point where you can't catch back up. It's too much. So I wonder if those people are still buying, waves of 8 figures every time they come out and hunting out store exclusives. It's a commitment both in time and effort and money.
Everybody I've talked to that was doing that was ordering stuff from like Big Bad Toy Store and all that and all these things, they all stopped. Every single one of them was like, I couldn't keep up. Yeah. I had to stop.
If you guys saw
a person who's like still doing it.
If you guys saw, I was selling them all on our page today, and I'll be doing more tomorrow. All collector grade stuff that I was buying. I don't even know why I was buying them. No clue why. I was just ordering them. Buying them.
Some 50%.
I can tell you what.
A guy named Rollo was telling you to buy them.
Yeah. John Rollo, which I just want to say that I nicknamed him Rollo. John Rollo told us to buy that, and I lost everything on it. I did. I lost so much money on that stuff. The comics and the modern waves and the garbage that I was buying.
Yeah, it's just all garbage.
Yeah, the garbage is hot in the streets.
You're not kidding.
This thing was holding up. This thing was holding up my chair. Hold on. Holding up my chair.
Your chair was a little wobbly.
This garbage that he told us to buy.
That's Brandon's. That's his backrest.
So I have one of those left.
This is behind me in the helicopter. It keeps my back straight in the helicopter.
It's his lumbar support in the chopper.
I have one of those left, and I have one other one. Someone offered me whatever. I'm just making up a price, but it was like low. It was like $35 ship for both of them. I wrote them back, and I said, "Listen, I would rather throw these outside and run them over to my car than sell them for $35. Like I'm not selling them for that cheap. I'd rather just throw them in the garbage."
Yeah,
honestly.
You'd do it as a giveaway or something for the show before you throw it in the
garbage. Run them over, put it on YouTube so we get more views.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
and you have to preface it with like, all right, we're gonna crack open this slab. And then just run over it with a car.
Yeah.
With one of those tools. I'll shoot it and I'll punch it. I just want to punch
Rollo
it.
Said.
I want to break it in half.
Rollo said.
He's rolling all over the place and is rolling over us.
The funniest part was that he's like, yeah, I buy these comics from Mandalorian, whatever. And they were like $100 on, whatever the name of that stupid website is.
By the time they came in.
Yeah, but they were like a third of the price. I was like, damn.
Yeah. How
did they go down that fast?
I remember I got them in. It was like a Wednesday or a Thursday night because my son had swim class, and I texted John, and I was happy. I was like, the comics finally came in. I go, John, how much can I sell these for? Because it's been like a year since I ordered these things. He goes, they're maybe worth $30. and I go, what do you mean? Like we paid $90-something a piece. He goes, yeah, they're worth $30 a piece now. I go, I lost money before they even came out? How's that possible?
It took so long to get them graded and whatever.
So stupid.
Epic fail.
That whoever got them first ended up selling them all. And now the market's flooded with them.
That's actually one thing that I'm doing going into this New Year's is I'm stopping to buy the garbage. No more garbage. I'm not jumping on any more bandwagons of garbage. Done.
like I already deleted that what is it, the beavereater.com.
Oh my god! I was just gonna say the
yeah.
freaking mutant beaver eater.
Yeah,
I'm
mutant
still-
beaver eater.
Yeah, I'm still getting
How is
every
that?
email of every
What
day.
is
It's
that?
The mutantbeavereater.com comic book
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, it's a comic book thing. It's like mutant beaver eater.
I
Or are
don't.
they the ones that sell
Terrible.
pre-slabbed comics?
Yeah.
And stuff?
Yeah.
So stupid.
They sold those things to us. They conned us out of $100 a piece. We bought it. And then when we finally got them in 6 months later, I never even knew it. And then they're worth $30.
Here's another great thing that actually happened to me that I've never even told anybody. So when you go on eBay and you buy comic books from a comic book seller and he's selling 9.8s, do you know that he's selling the 9.8s that he doesn't have them graded yet? He's sending in. Here's the best part. He's sending in, like, let's say 100 copies. He's thinking or predetermining that he's going to get 9.8s. If he doesn't come back with 9.8 and they get a 9.6, whatever, you don't get your comics. Now it's been 6-9 months. You can't write a claim anymore on eBay. It's
over.
It's past the point now. The sale's over. You missed that window. I lost out on like 7 comics that I never got. Never got them.
So I knew that. And at like the 5-month mark, I wrote to the guy and I said, hey, in like 1 month, I'm going to lose my money. Like, I have to have these comics. He said, I'm still working with them. They won't be done. So I filed a thing.
You bought them pre-sale, buddy.
So
I got my money back.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
It's such a scam. John Rollo, he's nicknamed like Rollo because he rolled over us. Like, we're flat. I'm not even alive. I can't breathe. He rolled over.
Right. You crushed your body cavity, your chest cavity.
Yeah, I didn't know. So there was like a bunch of comics that I never got. There were sellers on eBay who actually just closed up shop and stopped selling. And I go, oh my God. I just lost like 7 comic books that I bought. And I'm like, it just like annoyed me. It just like
I don't even understand when you buy them, when you actually make the purchase. Are you understanding that there's a long span before you get them delivered, or do you think you're getting them in a week?
I thought I was getting them in like a week or 2.
No, they write it in there that the estimated time is like 4 to 6 weeks or whatever the time was. It was like way after that time now.
And so they're hoping one of two things: either they get the comic back with the right grade and then maybe they'll ship it out, or they're hoping that you forget about it. 6 months passes and they've got your money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I'm just buying the comics because John says. I'm not reading anything. He sends me a link and I literally go, buy it now. That's it.
John,
buy it now.
Rollo's not like Rollo's rolling over us, and as he's rolling over us, he's telling us like this is he's pumping it up. I've never seen someone pump so hard. He's pumping it up like this. It's the first time that Ahsoka ever walked through a door backwards, and we're like, "Oh my god, this comic's going to be worth millions of dollars."
That's the key issue.
Yeah.
Key issue, yeah.
I can't wait until John watches this and then starts messaging us.
He's not gonna watch this.
No. Is he changing his name to the comic book grader, or how does that work? He's still grading action figures too, I guess. All right. Well,
what are some of the plans for the show in 2024?
I believe it's being canceled.
Wait, this show?
Yeah, this show.
This is Chris's last episode. He's got a baby in the other room.
I don't know. Life is just getting more and more busier.
I think we have some good ideas for some other type of episodes coming up.
More better.
More okay.
More better.
More busier. More busier.
I said it. It's like signing on to do the show for an hour or so. I love it, and I'd still look forward to it. But when we're on recording for 3 hours, like it kills me.
We're in another 20 minutes. We're going to be at 3 hours tonight. Yeah.
I know, and I died an hour and a half ago.
And you know what? This is not just a little, open the curtain a little bit here. This is not like, oh, those guys only record once a month, and when they get on, it's 3 hours. No. we still record every week. And it's 3 hours.
Chris died when Shane was eating those cookies from the Christmas episode.
He did. Yeah.
So here's one thing worse. After we're done, us four, we just put our heads on our pillows and we go to sleep.
No,
John actually has to watch the video and he has to edit it, and
his OCD is so bad that he's got to start editing the video while we're still finishing the goodbyes. Yeah.
Oh wait,
listen,
I need to show you the thumbnail for tonight's episode.
I would love to say to John, listen, I'm done with hearing you complain. That's it. I'm doing it from now on. You know what? I can't do it though. It's a lot of work.
Who complains? I don't complain about it. Do I complain about it? Honestly.
No, you don't complain about it. You just remind us about
Shane,
I don't know if it's a complaint, but it's definitely a reminder.
Look at Brandon.
When do I remind people about that?
We know
when everybody else complains about talking.
We know it's a lot of work. I know because I've actually used the software and I've actually edited something. It is a lot of work.
Yeah, if anybody mentions editing to me, you guys know I'm very quick to say it is a lot of work. Don't sign yourself up for that unless you really want to. It's a lot of work.
But here's the big but.
Okay.
Big but.
He volunteered.
Yeah, I did.
He wants to do it.
I didn't think I'd be working with a bunch of whiny.
Don't include me in that.
That's funny.
Don't
We
include
thought
me
the
in
same thing.
So, yeah, we really do put a lot of time into this show. If you like the content that we're putting out, please support the show.
We put a lot of time in the show.
Oh, God. Here we go.
If you don't like it,
collectively.
comment. Or don't comment.
If you like the content, please go to our Patreon. If you can support the show with wherever you're comfortable with, there's some choices of different tiers on there. But it really does go towards supporting the show, equipment that we need to get, pay for software, pay for our different website addresses and the merch shop and stuff, keeping that going. So
It
please,
is not free.
It's not. So go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com. All the links are there. The merch shop. Buy a hat. Buy a T-shirt.
T-shirt.com.
T-shirt.com. Go to the Patreon link from there. And please, you know what else? I never say this, but follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook page. And share, occasionally share one of our episodes when we post them up. That would help us a lot. But anytime you see any of our posts on Instagram or Facebook, just give it a like. Give it a like and a comment.
Don't like them and don't comment.
Throw a comment on there. Help bump the post for other people to see it. It doesn't cost you anything.
Don't even watch.
Don't even watch. You know what? It's over. Forget it.
It's over.
Forget it. It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Please join Patreon.
Ain't nothing over.
Because we're all quitting this year. So just join anyway.
No, you know what? We actually want to make more content for Patreon because those people really are behind us.
I wish we could.
And we're gonna be doing that. If we have to, cut things down for the main channel a little bit, we got to make time to continue doing what we're doing for them because it is a lot of fun, and I know they enjoy that. So come on over and join the fun on Patreon. We're going to do some cool stuff there.
We get the curse. Get the curse on there.
Correct.
Deliveries at the dock.
Deliveries at the dock. Please, I don't want to see delivery room photos.
Here we go. Welcome to 5 Idiots After Dark, a Patreon exclusive.
But yeah, I think we've got some plans. We've been kicking around some plans. Nothing's been solidified about stuff for the show. To include a lot more like pop culture influence.
Yeah.
But we're still going to be circling back to Star Wars and collecting Star Wars toys and collecting other toys. And because we're 5 Idiots Talking Toys. So,
yeah.
Like with the Halloween episode, we tied in toys.
Yes.
We tied in some toys to the Halloween episode.
I want to bring in some older guests too. I want Brian Collingwood to come back on. I would love to have Zen back on.
Well, they're not that old.
I thought you were like, I want to bring some older guests. I was like John?
Yeah, I was like, how old do they have to be?
Some of our older guests that we had on last year, I want to bring them back on.
Right.
Adam Chitwood. We need to have these guys back on again.
Yeah.
We need to find some new guests too. So if anybody has any connections with collectors that we don't know about, or celebrities that collect, or whatever,
we want to get some folks on, who can flash a little bit of personality, have some fun with us, get loud. That's what makes a fun show, and share some of their collection with us and have a good time. But we definitely do want to focus on some of the new series that'll be coming out this year, some new movies, whether it just be a trailer. Listen, it would be awesome if we could all get to a movie, the weekend it comes out, and
I would love to.
And then talk about it. I mean, I go to one movie a year, and it's like a kid's movie, like I can't even get to a movie myself, but trailers, and then...
he remembers all of it.
I remember all of it.
I can't remember the last time I went to a theater. Honestly, it's been years.
For me,
I remember the movie theater when he was 4 years old, though. John,
oh, well, that's true.
Puss
the last
in
movie
Boots.
I saw was Paw Patrol.
Puss in Boots.
I'm actually seeing the new Godzilla movie next week.
Ooh, Godzilla 01 or whatever it is called.
Yeah.
V Kong. No, or is that the?
No, it's what John said, like 01 or some shit.
Main
Yeah,
Zero.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like freaking scary as hell too.
What's
Really?
the Godzilla versus Kong thing?
I heard it's.
Is that
What's it
different?
called?
Let me see.
I just saw the trailer for that.
Which one?
Godzilla versus Kong, or
Godzilla -1. That's what
Godzilla -1. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I've heard that it's like all Japanese with American subtitles.
I heard it was.
Oh, my buddy told me that he saw it this weekend.
Everyone said it was very good. Who I've known who's seen it, and I like to go. It gets me out of the house for a couple of hours, and my wife is not going to complain.
You go by yourself?
No.
Oh.
I go with one of my best friends from high school. He lives in the same town as me, and we both just get out of the house for a couple of hours and see a movie. We go bowling, something, just to get us out.
Yeah, I want to see it. It looks really good.
See, that's
Godzilla
really
-1.
strange. I'm not familiar with the -1, but there's a trailer I just saw 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Godzilla X Kong, like a Godzilla versus Kong or times Kong, whatever. Have you
not
seen that
that
trailer?
No, it's,
it's
the -1 one.
You haven't left your house, Shane, so that was 2019.
So, but they're
Yeah,
different.
this is the one. Shane was talking about the one with Puff Daddy was singing the song.
No, but it's called
I don't know.
Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong, the new empire.
It's not that one, Shane.
They
It's
come
not.
out of the ground. They're all living under the earth.
Shane, that's not the right movie.
Right. But I'm saying, how weird is it that they're coming out with two Godzillas like the same time?
Well, probably one of them is probably an American studio, and the other was a Japanese studio.
Yeah.
Is Godzilla public domain?
It's not coming out till April, but the
No,
trailer's out.
No, it's
Oh, my
Godzilla.
Gojira,
Yeah.
who are very good live, by the way. Amazing band. Gojira.
All right.
No. All right.
Dead air.
All righty then.
Any last comments or predictions for 2024 as we wrap up here?
It's going to be, I'm not going to make a political statement, but it is an election year. It's going to be an interesting year for sure.
2024, I have my finger on the throbbing pulse of Lego. It is going to be humongous for Lego. Like huge.
Okay.
There is so many clone sets that are coming out. It's
Oh my god.
unreal. Unreal.
I heard that the advent calendars are going to be going for $100 by July. So very big for Lego.
They won't be.
Yeah. Brandon, what do you have any predictions about cons? Any big
The
cons
Hulkster
coming
will
up?
make a comeback.
Bulk Rogan.
24.
You know it, brother.
You know it, brother.
I want to add one more prediction.
Please.
The stock market near the end of the year will start to decline, and at the fourth quarter results in like January, February will be really good, and the stock market is going to skyrocket.
If a Republican wins or no?
No,
Okay.
No, he's talking
Makes
about
no difference.
Okay.
He's talking about Q1. I've been enjoying the little bit of a rise we've been on now for what, a solid 3 weeks at least. 4
It's
weeks.
going to start
back
to
to the
dump.
toy show, Shane.
It's going to start to dump near the end of the year, and it's all going to come back at the start of the new year.
5 Idiots Talking Stonks.
Stonks.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, what do you know about cons? What cons are coming up for you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
But I'm going to make a prediction.
Go ahead.
Yes.
At the end of the year,
Oh God, here we go.
there will be one con that we will all attend. Being
The 10th month of the year.
2024 in October. So we will be
Yep.
there. If I attend one con, it will be that one.
The ICC.
And I'll be going to Comic-Con in San Diego. So
C-Con.
if anybody goes to Comic-Con San Diego or WonderCon or LA Comic-Con, let me know.
Oh my God, I like cons. I like cons.
I like cons. Cons are good.
Chris is just jealous because he never gets to leave the house.
No, he
and
doesn't.
He gets drinks spilled on him when he goes
I don't want to
restaurant.
leave the house.
Yeah, he loves to go leave the house to watch a movie and go bowling.
Yeah, he's like,
and
I gotta
go out of
leave the house
for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna be. We'll be back down in Nashville. The con was moved from Memorial Day weekend or April
May to
October this year, but we are already booked in the hotel. I think the hotel has got to be like just about sold out now. I mean, it was crazy how fast the rooms were going. And we're very excited to be back in the Sheraton where it was in 21 and 22. And everybody will be in one place. A lot of people we know, a lot of people who watch the show. So we're looking forward to seeing you there. And we wish everyone a Happy New Year. Good
Happy
luck.
New Year.
You know, blessings for your family going forward for this year.
Thank you for supporting us all throughout the year.
Happy New Year. Yes, thank you for all the support.
Thank you for everything, guys.
We need more. We need more people on Patreon.
John needs more.
More good.
More
good.
More is
more
good.
okay good.
More is good.
Well, I'll just say it one more time. If you can't support on Patreon, if you see any of our stuff, just throw a comment on there, bump it up, and hope Facebook shares it with some other people and they see it.
Do it.
That's how Facebook works. If you comment on something, then on the people that you're friends with will see
You
it.
just told everybody not to comment.
On our YouTube channels, it's a joke. We want comments. But Facebook, if you comment on our stuff, that'll help us a lot. We'd appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Happy New Year to all of our viewers. And again, if you're watching this, I don't know, some other time in the year, thank you for going back through our older episodes. There's a lot of fun stuff in the catalog. Thanks for supporting us, and we'll see you soon on 5 Idiots Talking Toys.
That's striptease, Charles.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year.